Hi, welcome to Papa's Workshop. It has been almost a year and a half since I made this table for my drill press, and in that time it has worked fantastic. The only problem that I've had is the screws that I used to hold this table to the drill press caused this MDF to strip out and not allow me to tighten it down any longer to secure it to the drill press. So what I needed to do is make a modification and add some clamps to it. So today I want to show you how I modified what I believe to be one of the best drill press tables out there and make it even better. So let's get started. In my shop, I have to take this off and remove it quite often for different type of projects. And the way that worked, this just slid right out, and I had these bolts that would drop in place. Well, over this past year, this bolt had stripped out, and it made it where it would not tighten any longer. So today, I'm going to make an improvement in what I think was already one of the best drill press tables by adding this new clamp to the bottom to be able to just, and I'm going to put two of these on to the bottom to be able to hold it in place, and I can easily undo it and remove it. Now I flipped over this table and I want to be able to mark the center, and this one was a total of 24 inches, so that's 12. And I also know that the table on my drill press is 9 inches. So I can go ahead and mark that at 4.5 and at 9. And I'm going to go ahead now and just put 2 lines on here. So that tells me where my table will go. What I want to be able to do is put these 2 clamps here where it will literally clamp down and hold this table to the drill press table. And that's going to solve the problem where these holes will wear out and not hold any longer. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark this, put it in the center, and get it mounted. So this was 11 inches. So I'm going to make that 5.5 inches for the center. And do the same thing for the other side. The only other thing that I need to do is now be able to get the placement of this left or right, because underneath the metal table on the drill press there are 2 ribs that run through, and I need to make sure that this is going to clear so that when it locks down it will miss those 2 ribs. Now I went over ahead and lined this up onto the drill press itself, and I can put this right here at this point. The other thing I want to show you, I can make some adjustments here as needed to get the perfect alignment. So what I need to be able to do, that's right at 2 inches. I'll mark my 2 inches on the other side. So that's exactly where I'm going to put it now. So that will sit right here. This one will sit right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and find some screws, get that mounted, and then we're going to make the final adjustment on the drill press itself. I think these screws will work out real well. Yeah, that'll drop in just right. That will be about a 1/2 inch below, so that will work. So I'm going to need 8 of these screws. There we go. Now I think this is just a boring part, so I'm going to show this to you real quick. I'm just aligning this exactly where it needs to be, and then I'm going to take a pencil and mark each of the screw holes so that I can actually mount this and it not move. Then the next thing I want to do is just take a awl and tap the center of each of the holes. And what that does, it makes it where the drill bit's not going to wander, and it'll keep that drill bit directly into the center. Now at this point, I want to go ahead and mount the drill bit into the drill and drill my pilot holes. I'm not too concerned about the depth. As long as I go about a ½ inch into the wood, I'm good. And finally, the last step is to take the clamp and go ahead and screw the screws in to be able to hold it in place. Yes, I'm using a handheld screwdriver and not the drill. I need to get a longer screwdriver bit for my drill. But even doing it by hand, it doesn't take long to screw in these screws. Okay, now let's go back and set this up on the drill press, and we'll make the final adjustments there. Now at the drill press, making the final adjustment worked out real well. But one of the things that I need to be able to do is have a little guide rail so that when I slide it on, it goes on exactly the same place every time. Now you notice I put the little angle and it's curved on the front part of this little guide block. The reason that I did that is so when I slide this table onto my drill press, it has something to be able to guide onto. If that was just a sharp, blunt end and I started to slide it on and it wasn't directly centered, yeah, guess what? It's going to hit and stop. This way, it actually slides and guides it directly into the correct position. So with a little bit of glue and a couple of nails on each one of them, that's going to hold it firmly in place. Okay, with both guide blocks nailed in and glued, just wipe off the excess glue and it's all done. Let's go test it out now. All right, now with the clamps on and the guides in, I can just slip it on like this. It goes exactly where it needs to be, and I can clamp it down. And then I can slide this part back in, and I've got a good stable other than adjusting my feet on the drill press. And now I can move this anywhere that I need to, and I've eliminated the bolts that caused a problem. By making this modification and adding the clamps, I've taken what I believe was one of the simplest, easy to make tables for the drill press and made it even better. So by far, I think this is the best design for a drill press table that I've seen anywhere. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video today. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell next to it so you'll be notified on the different videos that I upload. Also check out the videos over here to be able to stay up to date on the happenings in my shop. So again, thank you for watching my videos.